Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series on microprocessor and peripheral interface. In this video lecture, we are going to study the arithmetic instructions of 8086 microprocessor. This arithmetic instructions includes the instructions for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So today we will focus the instructions for addition and subtraction. So first we'll see the addition related instructions. First instruction is add. This instruction is used to add a byte or a word. Mnemonic for this instruction is add destination, source. In this case, what happens? The contents of source and destination are added and the result is stored back into the destination. So, source plus destination operation is performed and the result is stored back in destination. Here the contents of source are remain unchanged while the contents of destination are going to vary after this add instruction. Let's take one example. Add BL, CL. So after this instruction, the contents of CL and BL are added together and the result is stored back into the BL register. Here the source can be register, memory location or immediate number, while the destination can be register, memory only. The immediate number cannot be used in place of the destination. One more example, let's consider add AL, 74H. So here the contents of AL are added with 74 and the result is stored back in this AL register. So this is the add byte or add word. So here this is byte. For word, we can take the instruction add AX, BX. So contents of BX and AX are added and result is stored back into the AX. So this is add instruction. Next instruction is ADC. ADC is add with carry. So the mnemonic is ADC destination, source. So what happens here? The contents of destination are added with source along with the carry and the result is stored back into the destination. This is add with carry. So here the contents of carry flag are added with source and destination and the result is stored back into this destination. Here the source and destination can be register or memory location, but both the source and destination cannot be memory locations. Here all the flags gets affected after execution of this instruction. Let's consider the example ADC AL, BL. So here what happens after execution of this, contents of AL are added with BL and CY, that is carry, and the result is stored back into the AL register. So this is the addition instruction along with the carry. Next is INC. This is increment byte or word by 1. The mnemonic is INC destination. So what happens? The contents of destination are incremented by 1, or the 1 is added into the destination content and the result is stored back into the destination. So after execution of this, what happens? Destination, in the destination 1 is added and the result is stored back into the destination. Here the operand may be byte or word. Let's see the example INC CX. So here what happens? In this CX, result is stored and that result is CX plus 1. Similarly INC AL. So in the contents of AL, 1 is added and the result is stored back into AL. That means 1 or the contents of AL are incremented by 1 in case of this INC instruction. Next instruction is AAA. So this AAA stands ASCII adjustment after addition. ASCII adjustment after addition. The mnemonic is AAA. So what this AAA does, it makes the result in unpacked BCD format. So we know that the ASCII codes (0 to 9), these are represented as 30 to 39. That means 0 to 9 is represented by ASCII code 30H to 39H. Means 0 is represented by 30H and 9 is represented by 39H. So here after addition, the AAA instruction is used to make sure that the result is correct unpacked BCD. To make the correct unpacked BCD result, this AAA instruction is used, and this works only on AL register. Only on AL register this instruction works. So what happens if lower nibble of AL is greater than 9, or the auxiliary flag is set, that means AF is 1, then in this content of AL the 6 is added and in AH 1 is added if lower nibble is greater than 9. Else if AF is equal to 0 and CF is equal to 0, then the result will be as it is. We'll see this by considering one example. So let's assume one example. Let's in AL ASCII 5 is there. So ASCII 5 means 00110101. This is code for ASCII 5 number. Similarly in BL we are having ASCII 9, that is 0011 1001. It is the code for ASCII 9 number, and we have to do the add AL comma BL. So when we are doing this add AL comma BL, what happens? The content of AL and BL gets added. So after execution of this instruction, AL is 0011 0101 and BL is 0011 1001. These two gets added after execution of this instruction, and the result of addition is stored back into the AL register. So what is this? 1 plus 1 0 with carry 1. So 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 0 with carry 1, 1 plus 1 0, 0 plus 1 0 plus 1 1 with carry 1, 0 plus 1 1 and 0. So if we see, this is the result of addition, which is invalid BCD number, and that's why after this after this add instruction, generally this AAA instruction is used. So what happens here? In this AAA instruction, the lower nibble of AL is checked. This result is present in AL register. So lower nibble is checked. If this lower nibble is greater than 9, then 6 is added into the lower nibble. So if we observe this lower nibble, that means AL lower nibble is greater than 9. So what happens in this lower nibble of AL? So result I will write down here 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. This is the invalid BCD. It is result of addition, which is invalid BCD. So in this 6 gets added. So 6 means 0 1 1 0. So 0 plus 0 0, 1 plus 1 0 with carry 1, 1 plus 1 0, 0 plus 1 1 with carry 1, 1 plus 1 0. Okay, and the higher bits are considered as 0 and the carry is set. Carry is set. So the result, final result is present in AL, which is valid BCD, and in AH we are having this value 0 1. So valid BCD, which is equal to 04H, and in AH we are having 0 1. That means carry is stored in AH register. So by this way, after addition, this AAA instruction is used for making our result correct BCD format. Our next instruction related to the addition is DAA. DAA is decimal adjust after addition, or we can say that decimal adjust after or for addition. So what happens in this case? This DAA, it works on AL register like AAA instruction. So whenever we are going to perform the addition of two decimal numbers, we have to use this DAA instruction. Addition of two decimal numbers. In that case, we have to use DAA instruction. So first of all, we have to enter the two decimal numbers, and then we have to add them by using our normal add instruction, and after add instruction we have to do this DAA instruction. So this DAA, it will adjust the addition to appear as a decimal addition. And what is the logic in this case? Then here the lower nibble of AL is checked. If this lower nibble of AL is greater than 9, or if auxiliary flag is set to 1, then in AL 06H is added, and if higher nibble of AL is greater than 9, or if the carry flag is set, at that time in this AL 60H is added. This is the logic in case of this DAA instruction. Now let's see the example for this DAA. Let's consider AL is 59H, BL is 34H. Okay, so we have to perform add AL comma BL. After this add, this DAA instruction is performed. So in this add, what happens? The contents of AL, that is 59H, means 0101 and 1001. It is 59H, and in that 34H is added, that is 0011 and 0100. It is added after this addition instruction, and will get the result as this is the result, that means 10001101. okay, it is nothing but 8 and D. So this AL, after this addition, AL is having 8DH, which is invalid BCD after addition. It is invalid BCD number, and due to this, to make the result valid, DAA instruction is used. So in this DAA instruction, what happens? The nibble of AL is checked, the lower nibble and higher nibble. If the lower nibble, that means lower nibble of AL is greater than 9, then 6 is added, and if higher nibble of AL is greater than 9, then 60 is added into AL. Okay, that we have just seen. So here the lower nibble is greater than 9. So in this, that means 1000 1101. In this 06 is added. So 0000 0110. It is added, and after this addition we will get this is our result. So wait, I will write down it properly. So here it is. This is 8D and it is 06H, 8D and it is 06H. So in this 06 is added, and we will get this result. So this is 9 and this one is 3. So after this DAA, in AL register we are having the result, which is 93H, which is a valid BCD number. So by this way, to make our result valid, after addition we are going to use this DAA instruction. Now we are going to study subtraction instruction. First subtraction instruction is SUB. So SUB is subtract byte or word. Mnemonic is SUB destination comma source. So here what happens? The contents of source are subtracted from destination. So destination content minus source content, and the result is stored into the destination. Here source and destination are registers or memory location, or source may be immediate number. Both cannot be the memory location. So here flags are affected after execution of this sub instruction. Let's check the example. Sub BL comma CL. So here contents of CL are subtracted from BL register and result is stored back in BL register. In this case, the contents of CL will remain as it is, means it will unchanged. Only the contents of BL are going to change. One more example, sub AX comma 2048. So here what happens, this is the offset for the memory location. So from that offset the data will be taken and 2048 and that is subtracted from AX and result is stored back on this AX register. One more example, let's see. Sub AL comma 24H. This is the immediate number. So the contents 24H are subtracted from AL and result is stored back into the AL register. So it is the sub instruction. Next instruction is SBB. SBB stands for subtract byte or word with borrow. Mnemonic is SBB destination comma source. Here source and destination can be register or memory location, or source can be the immediate data, but both cannot be the memory location. Here sign flag is not affected after execution of this SBB. So what happens here, destination minus source and along with that the borrow is considered and result is stored back into the destination. Means content of source and carry are subtracted from the destination and result is stored back into destination. In this case the contents of source will remain unchanged. Let's consider the example SBB AL comma BL. So here from AL BL as well as carry is subtracted and the result is stored back into the AL register. So this is nothing but the subtract byte or word with borrow instruction. Next instruction is DEC, that is decrement byte or word by 1. Like INC, here it is DEC. Mnemonic is DEC destination. So here what happens, destination content are decremented by 1 and result is stored back into destination. Example, let's consider DEC AL. So AL are decremented by 1 and result is stored back into the AL register. So here carry flag will not get affected in this DEC instruction. Next instruction is AAS. This is ASCII adjust for subtraction. Like addition, here ASCII adjustment for subtraction is also present. So like our AAA, after subtraction this AAS instruction is used. Mnemonic is AAS. So here if lower nibble of AL is greater than 9 or auxiliary flag is set to 1, the contents of AL, from that contents of AL 06H is subtracted and result is stored into the AL register, and in AH register 1 is subtracted from AH and result is stored again in AH, and here AF will be 1 and CF will be 1, else AF will be 0 and CF will be 0. In both the cases the high nibble of AL will be cleared. So this is AAS, like our AAA instruction for addition. Next is DAS. It is decimal adjust for subtraction. So after subtraction, to make our result valid, this DAS instruction is used. Mnemonic is only DAS. So like our previous instruction for addition, this instruction is also going to work like DAA. Similar like DAA, the algorithm of DAS is there. Means if the lower nibble of AL is greater than 9, lower nibble of AL is greater than 9, or the auxiliary flag is set to 1, what happens, from AL 06H will be subtracted and the result is stored back into the AL, and auxiliary flag will be set, and if AL is greater than 9FH or carry flag is equal to 1, then from AL 0 instead of 06, 60H is subtracted and result is stored back into AL and carry flag will be set to 1. So this is the DAS instruction, that is decimal adjust for subtraction, like our addition instruction. Next is NEG, that is negate byte or word. The mnemonic is NEG destination. So what happens, this instruction replaces the number in a destination with 2's complement of that number. Whatever number is present into this destination, that number is replaced by 2's complement. Let's consider the example NEG AX. So here what happens, in AX, after execution of this instruction, the contents of AX are replaced by 2's complement of number in AX. Let's consider AX is having a data 00A3H. So it is represented as 00000000. A is 1010 and 3 is 0011. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to take the 2's complement, and for that first of all we'll take the 1's complement of this. So 1's complement of this will be 1111 1111 0101 1100, and for taking 2's complement, 1 will be added in this 1's complement and we'll get the 2's complement here. So after this we'll have 1111 1111 0101 1101. Wait, I'll write down properly here. We'll have this is 2's complement number. This is nothing but FF5DH. So after execution of this instruction in AX, instead of this A3, our result will be changed by 2's complement. That result will be FF5DH, which is the 2's complement number. And the next instruction here is CMP, that is compare byte or word. Mnemonic is compare destination comma source. So what happens here? The contents of source are subtracted from the destination. So destination minus source operation is performed, but the contents of destination and source will remain unchanged, means only the comparison of content of source and destination is performed in this compare instruction, and after this compare instruction the result will be available in the flags. So after compare, sometimes what will happen, source will be greater than destination, sometimes source will be less than destination, or in some cases contents of source and destination will be same. So for that different flags will set according with the result. So if source is greater than destination, carry flag is set and sign flag is set. Zero flag will be 0. So here subtraction required the borrow, that's why CF will be 1. When source is less than destination, these 3 flags will be 0, and when both are same, at that time 0 flag will be set and these two will be 0. So it is because result will be 0. That's why 0 flag is set. Here borrow required, that's why carry flag is set, and here no borrow required. So by this way the contents of contents of source and destination are compared and the result is reflected in the flags. Contents of destination and source will not change. Let's take one example. Compare, suppose BH comma CL. We are having BH is equal to 0.5H, CL is equal to 0.4H. So the instruction will subtract the contents of CL from BH and accordingly the flags will be set. So what will happen here? BH is 0.5, so it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and 4 means 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. The subtraction will be performed, so it will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and here we can observe that this is destination and this is source. So destination is greater than source, that's why here no carry is generated, so carry flag will be 0. Similarly 0 flag will be 0 and the sign flag will be also 0, means this is the status of flags after execution of this instruction. So here in this video lecture we have seen the different instructions related to the addition and subtraction. Thank you for watching the video.